Hi everybody, and welcome to my attempt this week on BBO's weekly free instant tournament, where I try and show intermediate players how they can achieve success at the hand by counting out the shape and points, etc. So we're going to the instant tournaments, weekly free instant tournament. Yes, we do want to play it, and we do want to be able to see history of the results we got. Here we are, board one. These are the same boards. They're the same all week, change on a Friday. And it's better. Yeah, obviously, you probably get more from this if you try playing them yourself before you come and watch the video. You'll probably learn more that way. But in any event, this is the hand. It's a best hands tournament. So nobody ever has more points than my hand. They can have the same. They can't have more. They can have much better distribution than me with the same number of points and have a more powerful hand. But best hand tournament simply means that they don't have more points than me. So I got a flat 17 count, intermediate to reasonable. So this is a simple 1-no trump opening bid on the robot system. Stamen from partner. We do have 4 spades. Right, so now this in the robot says they got 9 high card points. They may or may not have 4 hearts. Yeah, they may or may not have 4 hearts. The robots, if they bid 2 no trumps directly, this is I think showing diamonds. Remember exactly, but it doesn't show a balanced hand and invitations. The only way they can invite with a balanced hand is to go via statement. So here they haven't promised a 4-card major, so they may not have. They certainly don't have 4 spades, and they may not have 4 hearts. They do have 9 points. So I have to decide whether I'm going to accept the invitation to game. We do have 25 points between us. We do have good intermediates here. I have 4, 3, 3, 3, 3. But our partner may not, and the robots are not very good at making judgments. So I'm going to bid 3 no trumps here. Purely on the basis of 2 10s, a 9, and an 8, which hopefully are worth an extra trick. Right, so 10 of hearts lead from here, which means they don't have the jack. Robots like to lead short suits, so it's quite likely that there's 4 to the jack in the east hand, which means I can't pick them up. But I might be able to end play east at the end. So we've probably only got 3 heart tricks, 1 spade trick by default, but if they lead 1 club trick by default, but if they lead clubs, we may get a second one. And we may have a spade, but they've got some spade winners. So I'd probably be better off passing 2 no trumps, particularly as this is only 8 points, not 9 points. So really, I need to set up diamonds to start with. I'd really like to lead through the hand that has the ace of diamonds. But the entries are such that I'm definitely going to let this run to my ace and leave at least 1 defender wondering about where the queen is. So I'm going to lead. I've done this because the king of hearts is my only certain entry to dummy. I'm going to lead the 3 of diamonds and see if anything interesting happens. Didn't there. And there's the ace. So now we're really interested where the 10 of diamonds is. Here comes the 3 of spades. Well, I'm going to make sure west wins it. See that only forces the 9. Good if it can force the jack. Right, so there we go. There's the 10 of diamonds. That's good news. West obviously didn't want to lead another heart, didn't want to lead a spade. Suggests that the ace of spades is in the west hand, or the ace queen of spades. So we may struggle to win a spade trick. We've got one trick so far. This means that we've got 3 diamond tricks, which will be 4. The 2 heart tricks be 6. This is 7. Nudging up a little closer. We need to lose tricks to the west hand, really. We will still get a spade trick if east has one of the queen or jack, and we can prevent them leading through us twice. So which suit am I going to play next after I win this trick? I could just cash my diamonds and see what they throw away, and then I'll be in dummy and decide what to lead. I think that is probably the sensible thing to do. What am I going to discard on the 3rd round of diamonds, though? That's quite difficult. I can't afford to discard anything. So playing the 3 rounds of diamonds, I need to find out something about the clubs, really. I'm going to win this in my hands just to keep the entries as flexible as possible. I don't think there's any point in playing the ace of clubs. I don't think it's a singleton king. Right, so now we've got 2 club tricks and west is on lead, so that was fortunate. Right, so there we are. We've won 2 tricks. We've got 2 more diamond tricks for 4, 2 more club tricks for 6, 2 more heart tricks for 8. So, from where will our 9th trick come? Well, it can't come from diamonds. We can't get more than the 2 that we've got coming to us. It can't come from clubs. We can't get more than the 2 that we now have coming to us. It could come from hearts if they break 3-3, or the jack comes down in 2 rounds, or they could come from spades if the ace is right or the queen or jack is right. But we've lost 3 tricks so far. We can't afford to lose 2 spade tricks, which we almost certainly would do if we played spades. The fact that west hasn't led them suggests very much that west has ace queen or ace jack of spades. So I think we're reduced to playing for the hearts to break. I'm going to try and play as deceptively as possible, basically playing off my winners on dummy. 10 of diamonds is gone. And I've got to throw a spade now. I've all thrown spades. It's interesting. I'm now going to play a club. We both follow to this. So everything's breaking reasonably evenly. It looks like we're going to be 1 down on this hearts break 3-3. Because I had 3 hearts, dummy had 4, that's 7. The opponents had 6, and I had ace king queen. We're only going to make this contract, and they don't break 3-3. So we really can't make it now. Play a spade, cover the jack. There's the ace, and here comes the queen of spades, as we thought. So we should have passed 2 no trumps. Shouldn't have been seduced by those 10s and 9s, especially as the robot was going to lie about how many points. So 2 no trumps would have been 96%. Just getting out for what out of 3 no trumps from 1 down is 57%. So that's a missed opportunity, really. I should have follow my normal practice of devaluing 4-3-3-3 hands. I think that's a definite mistake on my part. Right, a horrible fat 13 count and getting another 4-3-3-3 hand. So the robot plays 5-card majors, so I've got to open a minor. I tend to do this because I'd like them to leave diamonds. Partner bids 1 spade. We've got this flat hand. We've got 13 points. The robot can't have more points than us. I could have 13. I could have less. I'm going to pass. You can only, I mean, it's a forcing bid normally. In any normal situation, it would 1 spade. I open the club. The robot bids 1 spade. I've got to bid 2 spades, showing a minimum hand of 4 spades. But here I know the robot doesn't, we probably don't have enough for game, and so why play in more than 1 spade? Don't want to encourage the robot to bid on. Right. We'd like the opponents to play almost every other suit. So let's try the Jack of Spades. The ace is there. Well, I'm sure the ace is sat over here. What we saw last time. Is this one really going to over rough it? No. Right. So we've got that rough. How are the spades breaking? We don't need to rough anything more in the north hand. So let's draw another. Right. So we had 8 spades between us, 4 and 4. And so they had 5. And we now know they've both followed 2 rounds. So we know that those 5 spades were split 3-2. And there's 1 left out. As we don't need, I think, should I draw it the trump now? I don't think so. I think I want to do, because the ace, I may not be in dummy again, ace of diamonds is the only entry. I'm going to try the diamond finesse now because I think I've got to some point. I've still got a chance that, and they play the Jack of Hearts. Right. Yeah, so I've got no more heart losers, no more diamond losers. I've just got to draw trumps. So this is the difficulty. If this gets roughed by this hand, then I've lost a trick that I didn't need to lose. All right. Now, whatever they lead, I've got 2 diamonds, a heart, and 2 spades. I've got to win it. So this will not be a good score because if I'd just drawn trumps and given up the diamond trick, I would have made a trick more. That's 42.9%. So people getting too high? Yeah, see, there's 140 available rather than 110. There are plenty of people who got too high and went off. Right. Well, I could have done better on each of the first 2 boards. Right. 9 and 5 is 14. This is not a nice 14. Our points are in the short suits and our long suits are not very good. The argument in favour of pretending this is 15 and opening 1 no trump is it'll make it difficult for West to bid one of the majors. I just think I'm so bad that I'm not going to risk opening 1 no trump. So I'm going to open the club, and if I get a chance, rebid 1 no trump. Partner bids the heart. Right, so now I'm just going to rebid 1 no trump, 12 to 14 points. 4 hearts from partner. which just says they've got a lot of hearts. I think I've guaranteed the robot plays that this one, no trump really bid, guarantees at least a double to the partner's suit. Okay, so let's see if we can play this hand in order to get something a bit better. Right, spade lead. Partner has 7 hearts, not 6. We have obviously the ace of diamonds will take care of the 10 of diamonds. We have a possible spade loser in our hand. The 4th round of spades. But one possibility for getting rid of that spade is if I lead a club and the ace of clubs is with east and they go up with it, then the king would be good to throw a spade away. This is probably from shortage. The robot likes leading from shortage, probably a double two. Could be a singleton. But even if I lead the jack and the ace turns out to be in the west hand, I've got 6 clubs between me, which means they've got 7, and 7 breaks 4-3 more than 50% of the time. So there's a chance I could rough the 5th spade good if I have enough entries to dummy. So I've got we'll lead the jack of clubs. I'm going to lose a club, and I need to rough 3 clubs and get back to dummy, having drawn trumps. And I've just got enough entries. The Queen of Hearts is an entry, King, Queen of Spades are entries once trumps are drawn, and the Ace of Diamonds is an entry. So, but I can't afford to use one of those entries until I've played a club. So I'm going to let that come to my hand. I could draw 1 round of trumps. Yes, I'm going to do that. Just to reduce the risk of them. Right, so the king of clubs is now good, so I can throw a spade away. I don't need to rough the spades good. The jack of hearts comes. And the hearts, remember, I had 7 there, 2 in my hand. That's 9, they've all gone. So that spade loser, I've got the king, queen of spades for 2 of the spades, the ace of diamonds for that, and the king of clubs is good. So I can throw my losing spade on the king of clubs and you can claim the rest of the tricks. And that gets us 50%. So everybody doing the same. Everybody's in 4 hearts plus 2. The robot fails to appreciate how good its hand is. So a week 2 opening round to me. 13 points. Now I don't think 2 no trumps. Oh, 2 no trumps. This says 14 to 18 high card points with the stopping hearts. Well, I've only got 13. If I pass 2 hearts, partner couldn't bid over 2 hearts. So they don't have points and spades. I don't fancy our chances of beating 2 hearts. Well, I'm going to see if we can drive them up by bidding 2 no trumps. 3 hearts from partner. The partner's got 5 spades. It's a transfer. So I can bid 3 spades now. Partner passes. So they don't have many points, but they do have 5 spades, but they couldn't overcall. That's why, because they don't have hardly any points. Still, the club lead is very nice. There's only 1 heart. Look to set up dummy. There's 1 heart loser. We won't have any club losers on this lead. We're going to lose a diamond or 2. and we're going to lose a spade or two. Remember, this hand opened a weak 2 in hearts, which the robot plays as 6 to 10 high card points, and they're pretty sound in general in their opening 2 bids. So they obviously don't have the king of clubs. They probably don't have the ace of spades. It's possible East has 6 clubs. But and if East has 6 clubs, I had 4, dummy had 2. That's 12. So the robot would only have 1, and this would be a singleton. They would get a club ruff. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop that. I do want to stop them ruffing as much as I can. So I'm going to lead a spade. The 10 appears there. I'm quite happy if West retains the lead. So I'm going to play low. See what West wants to do. And they want to lead the queen of spades. Right. Now I'm pretty sure that East now has ace jack of spades, because remember, dummy had 5, we had 3, that's 8. So they had 5, and so far the 10 and queen have turned up in this hand, which would leave the ace and jack in this hand. There's ace jack left. This hand has ace jack. It doesn't matter which spade I play, they're going to make 2 tricks. But it could be that West had queen jack 10 of spades, and this hand just had ace doubleton. So, and in that case, I need to play low. And also, in that case, yes, East does have it. So they might now get their club ruff. But they don't. Right. So we can draw this last trump. Right. So we expect West has the ace of hearts. They're 2 I've opening bid, but they also turned up with 3 points in spades. So they're not going to have the king of diamonds. They might have the jack. So I'm going to play diamonds this way. They do have the jack. Well, is that them ducking it? Or yeah, must be. But I'm just going to give it. Remember, I had 3 diamonds, dummy had 5, so that's 8. So they just had 5 between them. There's only the ace out. So that's, sorry, the king out. So not the king out. Another club. We can ruff that. And now the 9 and 6 of diamonds with 9 of spades is good. We might as well just see. We're not going to make the king of hearts. No. And those 2 diamonds are good. 140, 100%. Right, that's a bit better. Moves us up to 5th place. What happened at the other tables? They played in 2 hearts and generally made it. The people in 3 spades went down, presumably because they didn't make that play in spades, working out that West, there was no advantage in playing the king of spades when spades were led. Right, see if we can climb up a bit more. East opens a heart, and we've got 9 and 7, 16, 20 points, and a heart stop. Singleton diamond. Well, I wouldn't let Singleton diamond stop me over calling in no trumps. The difficulty is that 1 no trump shows 15 to 17. I think the robot plays 18. And 2 no trumps would be unusual, showing the minors. So what I have to do first, I have to first of all double. And now, well, I'm going to bid 2 no trumps. It says I've got 21 to 23 point high card points with the stopping hearts. Well, my partner goes to 4 spades, 6 plus spades, 3, yeah, 3. So this is good because the singleton diamond, it wasn't good for no trumps. Certainly got hearts stopped. And the partner really does have 6 spades. We're well on the way to a good score. So let's see what happens. And partner only has 5 spades. God, the robot's lying a lot today, aren't they? And we get a spade lead from east. Chance the spade who opened 1 heart. Let's see what happens when I play the ace of spades. Not good. Right, so they followed. So we had 9 spades between us, 5 and 4. So they have 4. 2 of them have gone. So they've only got 2 spades left. Really, what we want to do, we've got ace king of hearts, ace of clubs. That can take care of those 3 rounded suit winners. 1 heart and 2 clubs can go on those 3. So the diamonds are what we need to worry about. And we can rough some in our hand and hopefully set up the other ones. So remember that it's the north hand that is the declarer. The defenders can see this powerful south hand. So I'm quite hopeful that when I lead a singleton diamond, West will jump up with a high card. No. Well, I'm missing the ace king and the jack. Playing the queen would be a winner if West had the ace and king. I think if they had the ace and king, they'd definitely be going up with 1. Playing the 10 is better if West has the jack. So that's a possibility. Whereas them having the ace king or not, because if they've just got the ace or the king, and putting up the queen will still lose to East. So we will try. Well, we'll try the 8 of diamonds just to see what they do. The jack was there. That's sad. Another diamond. Well, I can afford to rough that low. Perhaps I shouldn't. Perhaps I should have let that run. But if they've got 2 trumps left, so I could just draw them and then just lose the 2 diamond tricks. But there is a slight problem with entries there. What I can do is try and play a complete cross ruff, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to cash my side suit winners now, since they haven't played spades again. Remember, we know that East has 5 hearts, at least, and that West has at least 3 because they raised them. So we'll get these club tricks. We'll rough a club low because I don't think there's a singleton club there. Jack appears. Now we're going to leave them with a diamond and rough it. So the king appears. So now there's only the ace out. And that would drop next time I do a rough. Right. So have we done well to get to 4 spades? Is everybody going to be in 4 spades, or is just making it going to be a good result? So if I play the king of spades and the spades are 2-2, I can then ruff to this hand and not just play a diamond and lose to the ace of diamonds, and I'll have a trump left in this hand to get back in with and cash through the diamond. If they're 3-1, one of them will still have a master trump, and if I ruff to there, I'll only have 1 trump, and if the hand that has the ace of diamonds has the master trump, they'll draw it and cash their hearts. So I can't afford to play a trump. So I've got to continue to pursue the line of ruffing. So I'm going to go for another low ruff, and this is the safe low ruff because we know East's got to follow to hearts. I'm going to leave the 10 of diamonds. There's the ace, king, and we've got 9 tricks. We're going to ruff this club. If they over ruff with the jack, the 10 will be good. And they don't. So now I've made my 10 tricks, and they're going to ruff this spade, and then they're going to play another spade. So the spades didn't split 2-2, so I had to play that line to get my 10th trick. But 620, 82% gets us to equal second. Somebody managed to make 650 for 100%. They did well. What their auction was, fairly similar. So they obviously did better than me, but getting to 4 spades was pretty good. Lots of people left them in 2 hearts. Lots of people went down in 4 spades. So it's a case of keeping count of things and trying to see, as the hand developed, what tricks you could make. Right, on to board 6 to see if we can move up some more. We've got this 12 count 4-4-4-1. This would be horrible in Akol. You'd have to open 1 diamond, and if partner bid 2 clubs, you'd have to rebid 2 diamonds. Lying that you had 5 diamonds, but that would be much less of a lie than if you open 1 heart and they bid 2 clubs and you bid 2 diamonds. Then you'd be saying you had a 5-card major, and partner would, never believe that you didn't have 5. So the least bad lie to tell is to open 1 diamond and bid 2 diamonds. Fortunately, we're not faced with that position because we're playing 5-card majors. We can open a diamond. 1 spade from partner and 2 clubs from East. I wonder what 3 clubs here means. That means 20 to 22 points. 4 clubs, 19, that all shows too much. So I've just got a bid. So 3 spades would say, 3 spades would show 16 to 19. So it's just 2 spades. I can't get to show that I've got this excellent singleton club. So 3 clubs from the opponents showing a big club fit, which no surprise since we've only got 1. And North bids 3 diamonds. This is a game try suit. 3 plus diamonds, 4 plus spins, 10 plus high card points. Forcing to 3 spades. Well, we bid diamonds. This Queen Jack, 2 quick losers. Partner normally has losers in our game try suit. We don't have, we've got this excellent singleton club. Our hearts are quite nice. Partner hasn't asked us about hearts. Spades are not wonderful. Do only have 12 points. They aren't forced to game. They're only interested in game if we can help stop their diamond losers. I think there's a real chance we've got 4 losers here. So I'm going to settle for 3 spades. And once again, remember, it's this north hand that's declarer. It's the south hand that they can see. And looks like we may well have missed the game here. Right. So we want to make the most tricks we can, try and beat the other people playing in 3 spades. So once trumps are drawn, we have a heart loser, but that can go away on the diamonds once trumps are drawn. And we can possibly ruff 2 clubs in dummy if trumps are 2-2. This diamond lead suggests, and carrying on with them, suggests that East has ace doubleton in diamonds and will ruff when West can get in. So we need to draw trumps. Don't think we can afford to play clubs. So we'll draw 1 round of trumps because that can't cost. So now, if trumps are 2-2, we draw another one, and that's that. If we do draw it and they're 3-1 and we play a club, then the defenders should organise that a hand with 3 spades wins the club and not draws another trump, so that I can only ruff 1 club in dummy. On the other hand, if I play a club for drawing trumps, I don't think East has led ace-x of diamonds with a singleton diamond, with a singleton trump. So I'm going to play another round of trumps because I'm worried about a diamond drop. Yeah. So this hand, I think this is a high club encouraging clubs. So this hand has an entry in clubs. This hand probably has a doubleton diamond. Probably can ruff. But if they do ruff, I can ruff 2 clubs in the end. So, and I can still get my diamond, my heart discarding the diamond. So I'm going to exit with a club. Here comes the diamond ruff. But that's fine. They've got no more trumps. I'm going to lead a heart. I'm going to win the ace of hearts. And the queen of diamonds, throwing the heart away. And now I can just cross ruff the rest of the tricks. I'm playing 10 tricks, which won't be good. 39%. I took too pessimistic a view of the diamonds. Back down to equal third now, with only 2 boards to go. Need to do quite a bit to catch up. I was worried that there were too many that we would have a losing trump to go with possibly 2 losing diamonds and a losing heart and a losing club. So we go. We've now got a 15-point balanced hand. So we're back to the robot's standard 1 no trump. 2 clubs is Stayman. We have 4 spades. Now, when the robot bids 3 no trumps, I don't know why it says it doesn't know what it means. It means that they do have 4 hearts. When they bid 3 no trumps, having used Stayman, they do have a 4-card major, but not the 4-card major that I've got. So they've got 4 hearts. So, and so we can just press. There they are, they've got their 4 hearts. So we've got 4 spade tricks and 3 heart tricks off the top. Diamonds are a problem. But we really need to go for over tricks here. The difficulty is, in this case, it's the south hand that's the declarer. They can see that north hand. They can see the diamond weakness. The possible line of play is go up with the king of hearts. I know that blocks the hearts and you're supposed to play short hand first. Then straight away take a club finesse into the west hand in the hope that west will continue hearts and not switch to diamonds. If we play the king of hearts winning and east plays a low heart, then west is almost certain to switch to diamonds. They know we've got 4 spades from the auction. They'll see we're playing on clubs. They'll see that partner doesn't have the ace, hearts probably. I mean, east might duck the ace of hearts if they had the ace. Waited to capture the queen by put the king on. But playing a low heart would indicate they didn't. So it does look like if I win the king of hearts, take the club finesse, and if it wins, that's fine. I'm probably going to make 4 club tricks, 3 heart tricks, and 4 spade tricks for 11 tricks. But if it loses, I'm almost certain to get a diamond switch, and they'll probably take 5 diamond tricks to go with that club trick, and I'll be 2 off. But if I don't take the club finesse, I'm going to win 3 hearts, 4 spades, and 2 clubs for 9 tricks, just making. And that's the duck making is not likely to be good enough. I'm thinking of taking the club finesse into the west hand because east knows that to switch to diamonds, really. West doesn't. Everybody's had the same auction. So everybody is in 3 no trumps. Everybody is facing the same dilemma. I don't think the chance of an extra heart trick if the jack and 10 come down. Or I could put the 9 on here, and if West has the jack and 10, I've led 4th highest from jack 10 XX. Then I've got an extra heart trick. I'm inclined to think they haven't. They like to lead from shortage. So if I start playing my long suits, the robots will learn much more about the hand and will know that diamonds is the suit they have to attack. So it's either now or never. Play the king of hearts. I can still unblock the hearts. I've got enough entries in spades to get from hand to hand. And take the club finesse. And hope they don't switch to diamonds. Or play low, play up 4 rounds of spades and the hearts. See if the 9 is good, and if not, play 1 high club honor and lead towards the other one and see if the queen pops up. I think I'm going to do that. I think it's too risky. I think the robots would find the diamond switch. So I'm going to just set about cashing my tricks and seeing I get any information about the shape. Ah, so there's a bit of information about the shape straight away. West, East has one spade. Remember, I had 4, dummy had 3, that's 7. 1 there is 8. So West has 5 spades. And it's almost certainly led from a short heart there. East has thrown a diamond, probably trying to encourage diamonds. Well, do we want to play some more spades to get some more information? Let's see if we can encourage any heart discards. We can't, unlikely, because 2 of clubs, that's an interesting discard from East. Didn't want to discard another diamond. East would have discarded the 2 of clubs from shortage or from 4 or 5 clubs. I have to throw something to the table. Suppose I'm going to throw a diamond, and diamond comes from there. Okay, let's see if there's any interesting information about the heart distribution. Doesn't look like it. And there's the 10. 6. Right, so we've seen 3 hearts from each of them, and one of them has a 4th one. Remember, there were 4 hearts in dummy, 2 in my hand, that's 6. They had 7, and we've seen 6 of them. So one of them's got 1 heart left in their hand. West has got 1 spade left in their hand as well. And the rest are clubs and diamonds. So the robot does like short suit leads. So I don't think I'm inclined to think that the jack of hearts is in the East hand. And East threw a club. East only had 1 spade. They can't have more than 4 hearts. It's only 5, so they've got another 8 cards in their hand in the minors. And I've thrown a diamond and a club so far. 2 diamonds and a club. East is likely, much more likely to have clubs, because West has turned up with 5 spades and at least 3 hearts. It's 8. They've only got 5 spaces left. And there's one of their clubs. So we're now down to 4 spaces left. Well, if we read the jack of clubs, will East cover with the queen? Has East discarded from? Well, we had 8 clubs between us, so East didn't have more than 4. Would they have discarded a club from 4 to the queen in order to hang on to some diamonds? But wouldn't they? If they didn't have the queen of clubs, would they discard some more diamonds and hang on to their winning? They didn't have the queen, they discarded 2 clubs and hang on to their winning diamonds. Oh, well, there we go. That solved all those issues. The queen was right, so he could have finessed to start with. I'm just ending up in dummy. There's the king of diamonds, so East looks to have the jack of hearts and the ace of diamonds. And so that was the difficulty. Read the 8 of diamonds, there's the ace. And there's the Jack of Hearts. Right, so 11 tricks, 75%. So nobody did better. Most people did the same, even if they did it for the wrong reasons. Third on my own now, 63.8%. Last board, 13 points. Well, this is a 1 diamond opening in the robot system. 2 diamonds. This is still an inverted minor suit raise. So they play inverted minor suit raises, which is a very good convention. It means that 2 diamonds raise is a better, stronger hand than a 3 diamond raise. They've swapped over the normal meanings. The 2 diamonds is at least a limit raise in diamonds. In this case, we know it is a limit raise because North is a passed hand. So they got 10 to 11 high card points and 4 diamonds. We know they don't have a 4 card major because they would have bid a 4 card major in preference to 2 diamonds. And 3 diamonds then becomes a preemptive bid with 5 diamonds and not many points just to get in the way. And it's very useful. It's almost like the 2 diamonds is an equivalent of a Jacoby 2 no trumps. Although many people play the Jacoby 2 no trumps as game forcing, and the inverted minor suit raised to 2 is invitation plus by an unpassed hand, and just an invitation with a passed hand. We don't want to accept an invitation, but no trumps pays a lot better than diamonds. Let me see what a 2 no trump bid would be. Yeah, 11 to 14 points. It says I got a partial stop in hearts, which I'm lying about. But apart from that, it's pretty good. So if I make 8 tricks in no trumps, that would be 120. Have to make 10 tricks in diamonds to score better. That might be the case. It's 4 plus diamonds. Nothing stops them having 5 diamonds, but they would run 5 diamond tricks. Possibility is that they could run a load of heart tricks off against us, but if they do, so partners' points wouldn't be in hearts. Their 10 points would be in the other suits, and we'd probably be able to get in and make 8 tricks. So it's just a question of which is going to score better. I mean, if we were playing imps and we just want the contract that's most likely to make is 2 diamonds and probably with an over trick. But 2 no trumps would score better. Better even than 2 diamonds with an over trick. And I could do with a good score to get to first place. So this is a bit of a swing. Because there's barometer scoring here, I know what I need to do. This is just the same as, you know, if you're looking at the bridge mates and the bridge mates tell you what your position, your percentage and position is, then obviously you can do something unusual in the last couple of hands to try and win. So here I'm doing this to try and win. I think if I were already leading, I'd play down the middle and pass. So 2 no trumps. Partner says, no, I've got 5 plus diamonds, 3 minus hearts. So it looks like 3 minus spades. We know they don't have a 4 card major. So we probably make 5 diamond tricks if we played in no trumps. Now there's much, you know, 5 heart tricks would beat us. Okay, we're going to stay in 3 diamonds. Probably find that we could make 9 tricks in no trumps. especially when they lead spades. But we are wide open in hearts, and the diamonds are not necessarily coming in. So here they've led the 8 of spades. It's pretty sure they don't have the jack and 10. We do have a safe entry to dummy in the ace of clubs to take the diamond finesse. But 2 heart losers, nothing I can do about that. But if I do go to dummy, take the club finesse, because the thing is, if I put the 9 of spades on, I can win here. Oh, that's fine. I can go to dummy with the ace of spades. That's right. So the idea is I'll put the 9 on, the 10 or jack will appear from east. I'll win. I'll go to me with the ace of spades. Hopefully this hand only has at least 2 spades. If they don't, they'll be roughing the loser. Then I take the diamond finesse, and then subsequently I take another finesse in spades against the 10. Because the 8 and 9 will have gone, and the 10 will go on here, and then I can take a finesse. There'll be nothing apart from the jack between the queen and the 7, or the king and the 7, and I can take another finesse. So I'm going to put the 9 on. 10, king, go into the ace of spades, and we're going to see if the diamond finesse works. We've got plenty of diamonds, jack 10, 9, so we can take finesse. We're going to lead the heart, 2. We're going to hope they try and cash a 3rd round of hearts rather than giving their partner the spade ruff. But we're going to play the 7 of spades, 2 ruff. There's the king of hearts they're trying to cash, but we can ruff that. Remember, dummy started with 5 diamonds. We started with 4, so we can play the ace of diamonds, and that's their last diamond. Just remember that they both followed to the 1st round, and they've had a ruff, so that's 3 of their 4. It's the 4, and now we can play the queen of spades, discarding a club, and we've got the rest of the tricks. So we wouldn't have been that successful in the trumps. 110 is 78.6%. Not enough to win. Good enough to get us up to 2nd place. To see what 130 would have been, and would it have been enough to win? Because can I make 130 on this last hand? Let's just have a quick look while we wait for the other results to populate. So jack 10 of spades. Yes, I could have done. If I they lead the 8 of spades, if instead of doing what I did, I go up with the ace now, 5, 3, I still have my double finesse position that I'm pretty sure of, and I can take my diamond finesse. And they're welcome to take their 2 heart tricks, but they now if this hand exit with the spade, you can put in the 9, they put in the 10, I win with the king, and now I can draw the other 2 trumps. Sense probably going to throw a club. Well, that'll be another club. And now I'm confident that 2, 6, ace of clubs, 9 of clubs, and I can lead the 2 of spades. They play the 6, and I can finesse the 7. Now the queen of spades will throw that club away. And basically I'm just going to lose 2 heart tricks. I can ruff a heart in the sleeve. So 2 hearts more, having lost 1 already. So that would have given me 130. And what would 130 have been? Not quite 100%. I had to bid 2 no trumps and make an over trick. Whereas I say, if I lead hearts, well, bye-bye to making that over trick. And the king of diamonds is wrong. So those people made 2 no trumps plus 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 2 no trumps by 2 no trumps by north. And now that's harder for eastern, but presumably what did they get? Diamond lead? Yeah, spade lead. Right, so they've got that spade finesse to start with, but they still should go down because they take the diamond finesse, and this hand plays a hearts, and they block the hearts. Well, I don't think that's a very sensible play by the robots. They could easily have taken all the tricks. So I think my 2 no trumps was a bit of a gamble, but I should have made 130 playing in diamonds, which would have been more than 78%, would have been 90 something. So it would have been an extra, say, 10, 12% on that board. So that's an extra 1.5% on my score, which still wouldn't have been anywhere near enough to win. So didn't cost a position, just some percentage points. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. I hope there were some good lessons in it. If you did like the video, then please click the like button. And if you're not already subscribing to the channel, subscribe to it. Feel free to leave any comments below. I do read them all. I don't reply to them, especially not the abusive ones. But I am always interested in what people think, and particularly if I'm explaining sufficiently. If you think I'm going over things too quickly, then please let me know, and I can explain in more detail and slowly in future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.